Well, good morning. I'm not really sure where we left off with you guys yesterday. We got to camp. We're here at Lees Ferry near Page, Arizona, and we got here and the wind was just massively howling, and we got in probably 1:30 and we just kind of hung out. So we are here at the Lonely Dell Ranch Historic District. So apparently in 1864, a guy named Jacob Hamlin actually got to the area and was able to cross the river. He was sent by the Mormon church to come down and do a settlement down here. So I think we were looking at the river earlier. That's the Paria River. So he decided that the church had set up a ferry crossing because it was such an important area. Reality is that with all the deep canyons around here, settlers would have to travel about 600 to 800 miles out of their way if they couldn't cross the river here. And that's the Colorado River. The Paria or whatever you pronounce it isn't quite that bad. So in 1872, I believe it was John Lee came out here and started the ferry, and he didn't do it very long. Turns out that old John Lee, and here comes the wind, so I'm going to turn it around here, and yeah, so John Lee apparently in 1857 was somehow involved in a massacre up by St. George. And what happened was there was the Mormons, obviously came out west because they were being persecuted back in, I think it was Minnesota. Anyway, somewhere's back there. So they come out west, and they were having problems, I think probably because of the polygamy and the rules in the U.S. So they were, at odds with the U.S. government. They were at odds with other people of other faiths. So I think they called them the Mormon Wars or something, and I don't know all the history of it, but in 1857, a wagon train from Arkansas came into an area up by St. George, and a group of Mormons went out and basically massacred them. Not sure about all the details. I'll post a link down below if I can keep my hat on. This is going to be bad again. But yeah, I mean, women, children, babies, everything, very few survivors. So, terrible history, but so he was taken back out there in 1874, I believe it was, and executed by firing squad. Lovely story, isn't it? But this is Lees Ferry. Got named after him anyway. So let's head on up and see what we've got up above. Well, I can barely stand up here, but gathering fruit. We have the orchard here. You can pick up to 5 gallons of fruit when it's in season. Of course, the earliest is apparently late May, but yeah. Just part of the original settlement here. They have apricots, pears. Okay, so here we are. It says almond, apple, apricot, fig, nectarine, peach, pear, plum, and quince. All right. Boy, it is so gorgeous here. Very windy, but yeah, just look at these. Have your home surrounded by this. Man, it's just awesome. Okay, so here you can probably read this, but basically John Lee came here to establish the ranch and the ferry up where the ferry operators. In 1874, the law caught up and the Johnsons came out. So it was the 1857 Mountain Meadows Massacre that Lee was involved in. So let's go out and take a look here. 1872 irrigation. Every lonely Dell family struggled to water their fields. Built a flume from the river. Awesome. It's part of what's left of it, I guess, or a recreation thereof. But yeah, it's gorgeous in here. Whew. You know what I don't know is the temperatures here in the summer, but I'm gonna guess that they are not exciting. Would not be an exciting time to be here. Ah, what a great tree this is. I assume it's cottonwood, but I don't know for sure. Look at this bark. It's awesome. All right, we were coming over to look at this. Ah, yes, this is the 1925 Polygamists Cabin. Oh, well, I don't know if you're going to be able to read it. Let me read it and I'll let you know. Okay, so they built this cabin in 1925, and it became kind of a haven for the polygamists down in this area because the ferry operated until I think it was 1926 or 7 when it sunk or it got buried or something like that. But they were building the Navajo Bridge, which we're going to take a look at later on. The Navajo Bridge basically diverted everyone from coming down into Lees Ferry. So it became a perfect secret hideaway for the polygamists. I love the chinking. Of course, everything's locked up, but you can see the adobe. Oh, a loose piece. All right, well, head over to this next building. I always get distracted on the way to something, but looks like a wheel, maybe a tractor wheel. Oh, interesting. Yeah. Some remnants at the top of some farm equipment. I don't think it would have been a sled on the ground, but these wheels are kind of low. Seaters, yeah, seating apparatus. So I don't know, strange. Okay, nice old stove there. Let's see what the sign says here. All right, 1886, Samantha's cabin for his second wife now. I don't know if old Warren was a polygamist or not, but his son's the one that built the Polygamist Cabin. So Carol said this was a 1901 stove?
Yeah.
Or at least a patent of 1901 or something.
Yeah.
That's weird. It has 1901 over here. And then 70.
Maybe that was the model number or something.
Yeah.
This is interesting. When we were kind of locked up at night, you could look out through that. That's some of. Yeah, you had it all bolted up.
Yeah, get to go over to the root cellar and get even colder. Yeah, so back there is the root cellar. We're going to go to that. But I wanted to bring this up is that the fact that it's there and as far away from all the other buildings as it is because this plot right here used to be the house for Warren Johnson. Had a kitchen fire in 1926. And then they took whatever was left and used it in other buildings here. So let's go take a look here at the root cellar here. 1878. All right, so the sign was saying that it's very common to have these root cellars on various ranches that, it was essentially their refrigerator. I saw a video that came in here and said it smelled funky. Just smells kind of like wood, to be honest with you. Anyway, so it was like the refrigerator for them in the summer as well as a place for the workers to come and be cool in the summer. Get out of the hot sun. Great flagstone construction here. Okay, I don't see a sign here for this. I think this might have been the later home. Oh, I do see a sign now. Let's just take a look in here and see if we can see anything. Oh, that looks pretty cool. All right.
Dude Ranch.
Yeah, maybe, yeah, that's right. There was a Dude Ranch here.
In what, 1935?
Yeah.
Wow, great door in here.
Yeah? No, wow.
Weird.
I don't know if you guys can see the floor in there or not, but pretty cool wood.
fireplace, but look at the two
Oh, wow.
rounded things on each end.
I want to try a different camera here. Hold on. Yeah, look at those doorways and that huge fireplace in there. I've walked back here to the orchard area and thought we'd just walk through the orchard. Might be kind of fun on our way back to the car. So let's do it. All right, well, as we walk into the orchard, came across some old farm equipment. This one looks familiar, but to be honest with you, I have no idea what it actually is or does. But it looks like it could have been horse-drawn since the seat's way back here. Most likely. All right, into the orchard. Irrigation ditches. Yeah, somebody's got flowers on them over here. I don't know. Apricots, maybe? They said the apricots, I think, were the earliest. But at least they're greened out. Things are maybe gonna be happening. So you got some buds that are already through their cycle, so should be having something coming up soon. This is kind of cool. I like the little irrigation ditches kind of go around the trees here. You can see them. Try not to ruin any of their troughs here, or trenches, I guess. Yeah, these look like peach trees to me, but what do I know? What do I know? I guess they're color coded, maybe. You can see the blue marks on these. And yellow. I don't know if you can see the back there, the yellow, and actually there's a purple. So it might be color coded to those symbols that we saw on the sign that listed out the fruit. All right. Gorgeous, isn't it? All right, well, that'll do it for the Lonely Dell Ranch Historic District. And yeah, I'm not sure what we're gonna do next. Wind's still bad, but intermittently, so may do something else. So don't know where we'll see you next, but well, that's where we'll see you. Oh yeah, and if this is the end of the video, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit the notification bell. Won't miss any videos that way. All right, we'll see you later. Thanks a lot.